And looking at your reading for August 2019 as we celebrate the first harvest. Wanting to look at the magic that is happening in your life, Taurus, that you are going to be under. So this may be any sort of the magical influences, and this could be any type of spell work that you want to do. You'd want to incorporate this aspect, and as you can see, it is home. It is home and hearth is what you're getting here, and so which makes perfect sense for you because Taurus, you're all about the home. You're all about your home is your castle. And that is where your life kind of radiates out from, is from your home. And um, so of course you experience this in a very different way than other signs. Cancer also is a very home oriented sign, but for Taurus, you experience it at a more earthy level, and whereas Cancer experiences it at a more nurturing and emotional level. So for you, focusing on home and hearth. And so any magic that can be done to like really procure um, any advantages for the future, in the near future, and really kind of solidify this harvest season for yourself, for your family, in terms of, I would say, finances, money, warmth, joyous times and celebrations to come, really preparing for, as the wheel turns again at Samhain, at Halloween, and then we lead into the darker part of the year with the holiday season, Yule and Christmas and all of the winter holidays that we have. So this is what I see you focusing on right now in terms of any magical workings, is just all around setting the stage for the darker time of the year, the festive season, and also, setting the stage for feeling complete in resources, good health, monetary resources, good health, um, stability around home and family and relationships. So anything that is centered around the home and centered around the heart, the warmth, this is a time to bring that magic into play right now, and include that in any sort of magical workings, any sort of spell crafting that you're considering or going on for August. You want to bring this element into it of home and hearth as well. Okay, Taurus. And so with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at your cards and see how this plays out in your reading. And so at this time, I'd just like to remind you that this is a general reading for Taurus. And if there are any questions that you have as I shuffle the cards, you may want to just allow those to bubble up to the surface. Set an intention for this reading. And you may also want to check out your rising sign and your moon sign as well, Taurus. Oh, beautiful. So the cards are already looking lovely as I lay them out in this Celtic cross spread. I can feel the energy of your beautiful guides coming in, and they're bringing this nice, calming, refreshing energy with them, Taurus, because it's been hard. You've been through some hard times, and those are going to start to abate now, is what I'm being told. And there is going to be some celebration, and it's really interesting because I'm brought right to this area of the reading for you. So looking at the recent past, this could be the last month or 2 months here, I'm seeing the Seven of Chalices. So there could be a little indication of maybe overdoing it a little bit, or maybe a little bit of overindulgence in this Seven of Chalices. And also, with the Seven of Chalices, it's always about, choices and which way am I going to go? Which path am I going to choose? So that's been another thing. You may have felt a little bit of confusion over which direction to take or where to go. And as a result, like the decision wasn't made. But now, as you come into the present, it looks like some decisions are like right there and you're cultivating them. You're coming out the foundation here with the Five of Wands. Could be some quarreling with other people, whether it's at work or at home, or even a little bit with yourself. There, a little bit of internal turmoil or discord with yourself. But we see that this starts to straighten out right here as you begin to embark upon the path of temperance. So with the Temperance card for you, Taurus, this is all about bringing together all of the elements that are so important to you. With Temperance, it's not just about patience, waiting for the right time to make those choices and decisions, which I feel like you have been waiting, and that's why we just witnessed the Seven of Cups in your recent past. It just wasn't a time to choose one of those paths. So now, all of a sudden, you're allowing them, and this is really interesting because Spirit's saying, you are allowing them to naturally come together in the Temperance card. You're allowing all of those different elements to like settle in and settle into your auric field and settle in around you and help to like give you more insight into which way you want to travel next, which road you want to travel down. And it's such an interesting interpretation of it because with the Temperance card, there's so many different meanings with each of these 22 major arcana cards because each one of them is an initiatory path of itself, and each one of these cards tells us what part of the spiritual journey that you're on right now. And I usually think of with the Temperance that we are the ones that are creating the alchemy. But it's really interesting because your guides came in, Taurus, and said, no, no, no. It really is your guides right now and the energy around you that's kind of settling in that is part of the alchemy that is stirring around you. And keeping in step with that home and hearth, and I do see it all around you personally and individually, but also as a family. And in that your family could be, I mean, it could be just your housemates, or it could be your children or older adults, parents, or elder members of your family. But I feel like for you, home and hearth actually extends to all of those people that may not be exactly living in your household with you, but that are actively a part of your family, therefore a part of your home and your hearth. And so bringing in all of these beautiful elements, and I see each one of these individuals coming in and bringing with them just a different flavor, maybe a different color, a different thread to add to the tapestry of your life. And that's what's happening right now because it feels like, as I said before, the magical working of your life is really setting you up for the darker time of the year and the more festive seasons when we do get together with family and friends. And that's very important for you, Taurus, because you are very, very family oriented. Okay, and so this is going to be the emphasis for you. I feel like not just through August, but also through this whole holiday season that we have coming up until the end of the year. They're just extending it out and saying this is exactly where you need to be. This is exactly where you need to be, what you need to be doing, because it's also going to feed your soul as well as you are going to be a benefit to those around you and in service to those around you. Okay, and we can see that it's going to be feeling good, and that is the energy that's hovering over you right now is the Two of Chalices. So this is usually this card is about love, partnership, and that romance, but it's also about that feeling of romance. And so there may be a little bit of romance in here with a significant other that you have in mind, but more so than that, it is a feeling of coming together um, within that energy of, like I said, family, friends, and the extended family, but also that romantic, kind of dreamy, intuitive energy that brings you together to remind you that, to remind you of the pleasurable aspects of life and to enjoy that. And I know that's usually an interpretation we see more with the Three of Cups. Um, but for you and all the other card combinations, I feel like that extends out to that greater family. It's not just about the love relationship, the intimate partnership here. Okay, although that very much is there for you. So you may experience that first and then see it as it flows out into the rest of your life. And it just looks like right here we've got the how you see yourself, the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So feeling a little bit lackluster about what you've achieved so far, but then the environment, how others are seeing you, and the Nine of Pentacles, and seeing you really being able to like anchor that energy in of gain and wealth around, like not just material wealth, but just wealth, like I said, feeling rich in family, and that is so important. And so I feel like this is something that you're going to be able to really grow this aspect of, is that feeling of how to be, that it's not just about your achievements that make you who you are, but it's about your inner world. It's about the person that you are at the core, and it's about that deepening and going deeper into that identity. And the Spirit is saying going deeper into that mystical identity, that soul identity. This is where we talk about, in my tradition, when we talk about the Anam Cara, we talk about that soul friend. It's like when we know ourselves at a very deep, soulful level, it's like that is our first and foremost relationship that we have, is that relationship to ourself. So, Taurus, that's what you're going to be focusing on, because before you can take care of all of these wonderful people in your life that are centered around that home and hearth, you have got to take care of the relationship with yourself first. And this is what this combination here is reminding you of at this time. And we can see in the Knight of Swords, a lot of activity, a lot of action, a lot of things moving quickly here. As August really takes off, there may be a lot of opportunities to go places and do things. And I feel like you're going to be in a whirlwind. And so once again, bring yourself back to center and really focus yourself in on what's really important. What's really important, and think further down the line, because Spirit has brought this in several times now about thinking out into that holiday season, out into the festive season. So be sure that you save some of your own reserves, some of your own vital life force, to indulge and enjoy at that time with everyone, because that's truly what you're setting the stage for now. So don't use up all of your vitality, all of that kind of, focused energy, and that very physical stamina and energy that you have right now going on, because you're going to need it later as we move further into the darker time of the year. And then getting back to that mystical journey, here we have the High Priestess. Okay, and so once again, moving into the archetype of this card, moving into the spiritual journey, it's like this takes you deeper into the mystery of life. It takes you deeper into those occult mysteries. So you may be reading things about the occult or metaphysical topics. You may all of a sudden find yourself drawn in deeper to, taking a workshop on a metaphysical topic, or just wanting to take some time away. But this card also holds the aspect of study. It's not like the Hermit card is where you're in that vision quest exploration kind of time away, finding your path. With the High Priestess, you're going deeper, but you're also learning, you're studying, you're opening up your own intuition, you're opening up your psychic abilities, and you're just beginning to like touch into a different level of the path of the mystic. And so this is what's happening for you in August. You are going to have some opportunity to delve a little bit deeper into those hidden mysteries of life. And I feel like you're also going to be called in that direction. So as much as there's a lot going on around home and the people around you, home and hearth, so to speak, there's also a lot about the deeper mysteries that are calling you. Okay, Taurus. So open up to that aspect as well. I want to go a little bit deeper now and see what is going to help you on your path. I actually want to go into the High Priestess. I want to see what she's bringing to the table for you. I want to see what she's um, going to open up, what gifts she's going to open up, and what blessings she's going to bestow on you as you finish out the month of August and prepare to move into September and then October. Wow. All major arcana cards. So by invoking the energy in this, in the High Priestess here, there's a lot. This is going to be all about your spiritual path. It's going to be about the Lovers, which the Lovers is not always about a love relationship, although when it is, and it is upright. So it is about a love relationship. When it is, well, gosh, how do I say that? When it is about a love relationship, it denotes that the two people are really suited for each other. That's the best way to say it. But it is also is that crossroads energy of making choices. Once again, and we can relate that back to the Seven of Chalices here, the Seven of Cups. So here you are, the priestess is going to unveil a little bit of wisdom for you, a little bit of that inner wisdom. She's going to start unlocking it in yourself as you go deeper into her mysteries, which are actually deeper into like that Anamkara, deeper into that place of wisdom within yourself. You start unlocking that within yourself. Once again, there's going to be decisions to be made. You're on a journey. You're definitely on a spiritual journey. So the Lovers is going to say, which way do you want to go? And then the Fool reversed is going to be this like, the reverse, the Fool is letting you know that, there's an adventure ahead of you that you're just not feeling quite ready to let go and completely give away to embarking upon this new adventure and these new beginnings. So you're still holding on, okay? But you also want to be a little bit conscious of the Fool reverse too, and not go too deeply into that kind of folly and enjoyment and lose sight of the deeper wisdom and the learnings that you're having here. And because we know that you are going to be social and there's going to be a pleasurable aspect to this month of August, that August is going to usher in that, you could easily engage on the surface with friends and family and neglect the deeper work that is here. And then if you do that, the Tower card's going to come in and really going to like just move through everything that's no longer serving your best and highest good. Just take that out of the picture and you're going to have to rebuild a new foundation. So keep that in mind. You want to work with the energy and you want to make those decisions. I can see where it would be really easy to hit the Lovers card and just hold off on making any decisions or choosing a path. But don't do that. Force yourself to go a little bit deeper. Force yourself to go a little bit deeper into the mystery. Choosing any path, from what they're telling me right now, choosing any path would be better than not choosing a path because you want to avert the Tower. And in the end, it looks like you will. Because they're bringing forward the Sun card. So that is basically that awakening, a new day dawning It's the yes card. Everything is coming up very well for you. And so it's just looking very auspicious. So it looks like you've kind of made it through this soulful journey that you've had, and you've come out the other side. And because you've taken the time to go through the journey, you now have been gifted with so many awakenings, a lot of knowledge, a lot of deeper understanding, and you're ready to move forward on your path. Okay, Taurus, so this is your reading for August 2019. And once again, I am Rowan, the Tea Leaves and Tarot Parlor. Gaia and I are available for individual readings by phone, by Skype, by FaceTime, or in person. So please feel free to reach out to us to go ahead and schedule your own personal reading, and we can go in depth into your journey and what's coming up for you. All right. Thank you for watching the readings on the Tea Leaves and Tarot Parlor YouTube channel.